Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're making my May setup. I know I'm a few days late, but I didn't have time to edit, so I guess this can serve as inspiration for another month. And to start off, I'm drawing this month's main focus for the cover page. And I think you can already tell what will be the theme of this setup. Yes, it is desserts. I didn't actually have an idea for May, but one day I was looking through my stationery and I saw these dessert stickers, and I just decided that I want to do a theme about cakes and tarts and cupcakes because it's something that I love, like really love. I love desserts and it makes a cute theme overall. The idea to draw this cake slice is from a long time ago when I was obsessed with cute cakes. Those small round cakes that are decorated with adorable designs. I think they are called bento cakes. So to keep with the color palette that I had in mind, I picked a cake with strawberries and simple enough to draw. The one I picked was this one from Pinterest. And of course, I couldn't draw directly on my bullet journal with the alcohol markers because it will bleed through the pages even with a 160 GSM. So I cut a little piece of sticker paper and then I just have to cut around and put it on the page just like a sticker. The technique I used for the strawberries that are cut in half is first coloring it all with the lighter color, so the color that is on the middle of the strawberry, which is this light pink, and then just dab a little on the curved edge with the red, and go over it and blend from outside to inside with lighter pink again. Now, with the coloring part done, I want to outline the drawing to give more definition to certain parts. So, what do you think? Did I make justice for this cute cake? I hope so. I think it turned out exactly how I wanted, so now it's time to set up the rest of the cover spread. And before putting the sticker, I made this little grid just picking through the dots just to give something else to the page, but I didn't want to make them stand out too much, and for that I made them with this very pale pink. For the lettering, I used this cute kinda bouncy font in this caramel color, and to make it pop, I made an outline. For the quote page, I wanted something fun, so I looked through lettering on Pinterest and came across these typography designs. So I made this one inspired by that, and the quote is, "If we are what we eat, well, I am pretty sweet." And I think it's really a wholesome quote. I just mixed lettering styles with curved lines and all of that, but still kept it pretty simple because I didn't want to overwhelm the page. Let's move on to the calendar spread, and I have to say, this one, I just love how the calendar turned out, but you'll see. And to start, of course, with the title of the month. To make the calendar, I used 4 designs. The first is grid, then the whole box colored in pink, then I outlined with the caramel color, and the last one I outlined with the brown. So it gives off this mix and match vibe. For my to-do list, I drew the shape of a pretty tag to go along with the cute and adorable style. I had to glue the stickers onto the page because I stuck them in a paper that I thought was those paper that you can put stickers and take it out as you want. But after I stuck them, I realized that it wasn't. So now I have to lift stickers very carefully so it doesn't rip, but some of them didn't have much luck. I thought that this left corner was a little empty, so I put this washi tape to make it a little bit more pretty. Moving on to the weekly spreads, this time I made a horizontal Dutch door instead of a vertical one, and I wanted to make it seem like you are flipping through a menu on a cafe, and for that I just made some tabs on the side, and for the days I made little boxes. I didn't want the Dutch door to go to the edge of the page because I wanted to put a mini calendar somewhere, so I put it on the left side, as well as this space for important tasks, and my idea on the right side is to put decoration. I'm coloring the boxes the same as I did on the calendar, but a little bit more random throughout the weeks. I cut the tabs and then I used my X-Acto knife to slice through the page as close to the binding as I can, and the corner was very pointy, so I used my punch corner to make the corner round. I did the rest of the weeklies off camera because it was pretty much the same thing, just changing some of the boxes according to the weeks. The initial idea for this side was to put pink paper in that section, but I didn't have the exact shade of pink to match the colors that I'm using. So instead, I'm putting the same washi tape that I used on the calendar page to make the setup cohesive. To color the tabs, I used washi tape, and now I realized that I could just simply color the tabs with a marker, but oh well. I forgot to add a space for a fake tab since I wasn't going to use the space behind last weekly, so I decided to cut the washi and put the pink washi in that space. It turned out a little smaller than I thought, but it's fine. It's time for the habit trackers, and for the first time I'm going to do a mood tracker. I usually don't do one because I just can't keep up with them, so I simply gave up. But this time I made one, and the reason for that is because when I bought this journal I divided the pages of the notebook by 9, because it is for 8 months plus the initial layout. So I had many pages left for my monthly setups, and I had to use them somehow. And I'm kinda happy about it because now I can experiment with more pages, ideas, and see what works for me or what doesn't. I knew I wanted to draw something related to desserts for my mood tracker, but since I drew the cake slice on the cover page, I didn't want to repeat again for the mood tracker. So then I remembered that I love cake pops and I could make many designs for them just so I could put all days of the month in them. Of course, I made them cohesive so they aren't all different. As you can see, Safira is a fan of the mood tracker because she came to supervise and see the final results more than once. Now my content planner is the same as always, a space for my ideas and a space for the videos that I have to make. So I can see at what stage I'm in, if I filmed one already, if I have to edit them, and if it is published. On the right page, I did my favorites of the month. It can be anything, a book that I really liked, a song, a movie, even something that I bought. And the idea was to put each favorite in a plate. So, you know that some desserts are put in cute and unique plates to add to the aesthetic. So, I made each design inspired by some plates that I saw on Pinterest. But I have to say, in my head, it was a cute idea. But it didn't turn out how I planned. So I didn't like very much how this page turned out, but I guess it's okay. And it's time for the final spread of this setup. I decided to try a line a day just to see if I can incorporate a little bit more personal journaling in here. I mean, the bullet journal is personal, of course, but if I can write what's on my mind at least one line a day, I can take that and make a journal spread in my personal notebook. That is basically a junk journal. Next to that, I made a simple brain dump so I can put here anything that I want. It could be ideas for the bullet journal, some notes about my travels, just anything really. Here is the final flip through. I hope you like it. If you did, like and subscribe, it helps a lot. And tell me if you prefer desserts or savory food. This theme was so much fun to do, and I'm very excited for my June setup because I know I'm going to love the theme. So if you want to find out, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Alright, I see you on the next one. Bye!